So guys, good evening. If you have been watching the news, you might have been heard why yesterday and also 48 hours ago, Sunday, Bitcoin from 104K fall down to below 95, 92 in less than 90 minutes. And it has several reasons. The first reason is this guy, Fed's Powell, who said that Bitcoin is a competitor with gold and not with the US dollar. I don't know why this guy is talking that very shitty, petty bullshit. Well, the reason is very clear that this guy is going to lose forever his job as the chairman of Federal Reserve. And now he's sliming, he's moving himself to the darkest level of Donald Trump's ass to keep his job, and therefore he's going to say also in the future such very nonsense comments. What is the reaction of gold? Well, we want to see here the reaction of gold. I will shortly come out also to the gold market and also what is had to do, where the golden guys and the gold traders are not, well, unimpressed by his comments. Instead, they have been taking profit and now they are accumulating to get to higher region. So we see currently the price is at 2,632. Possibly we will have also profit taking to 2,500. If it would not be enough, they're gonna accumulate more gold buying at 2,397 and latestly at 2,139. Gold will start to make new higher highs. Do not forget that gold has made already 49 record all-time highs alone in this year since the May 2024. So the next level to be reached in gold will be 2,918. The next one is 3,043, something around 3,040, 3,060. And after that, the next target in gold is 3,191. Well, the reason is very, very clear. First of all, Powell, and you can see also I made some very important points today on my Instagram. You can come to my Instagram, follow me, and also get informed every day. The reason is that we will have, here's again the post. So BRICS countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, especially China, India, massively, very massively are buying golds. And during this time, the Federal Reserve has been sleeping. And the aim is now to bring the gold price lower so that the Federal Reserve can start buying gold on lower prices. Of course, they will be able to have enough money to buy gold also at this area. But so if you are talking about trillions, so you know what it does mean. The second point is Bitcoin is a digital, well, you can name it pseudo currency. It's not even a currency because it's not traded in every country. And that statement makes it very clear it's over. It's over for Bitcoin. It's over. Bitcoin is not anymore decentralized. Bitcoin is from now on a highly manipulative. It was manipulated, but not by the government. But from now on, governments, central banks, and the Fed, morons, they have directly their fingers on Bitcoin, meaning guess what? What did they do with dollar, with other currencies, with futures markets? So they own nearly every market because your trading platform, everything what you are trading, the trading markets are owned by the banks. And guys, crypto guys, that's your own fault. You have made so many tra-la-la, you made a lot of noise to say, hey, we have the power, and now they are taking with Trump. This is the trap number one. And trap number two with Powell, they have trapped you twice, smashed you down. That means from now on, they can, for example, Fed can and will be able, then finally, after the government's restrictions, latestly after 20th January of next year, they will give you a lot of restrictions. For example, Trump says nonsense like this. United States must be the only country who has the law or the license to produce Bitcoin. Go fuck yourself, Trump. So this is the first one. I'm not a crypto guy, and I don't like Bitcoin, but this means that Trump is another puppet. During the last 4 years, they have been sitting with him, said, okay, have you seen Trump? You have been president, but you have been too loud, and we had to shut you up, and we did. So your millions, your people, your voters, whatever, they have no power. If you don't do what we say, we tell you, you see, you're gone, you're over, all right? And Trump said, all right, good guys, all right, please make me against the president. So they told him, okay, if you want to be president, you need to bring us the crypto guys or the crypto. The crypto is the only weapon against the banks, the elite banks, and we all know the banks do not want you to be rich. So therefore, Bitcoin is over. There is no decentralization anymore. It's over. Say goodbye. There is no freedom or peace or independent coin of Bitcoin. It's gone forever. Meaning from now on, you need to pay taxes also for your Bitcoins, even possibly because it's happening currently in Europe, it's happening currently in French. You need to pay, or you have to pay taxes on your unrealized profits. For example, if you have, let's say, you have been buying Bitcoin here, right? So, and the Bitcoin price is going now to 100,000, and you say, why should I sell? Bitcoin price goes to even to 150 or 200,000, or let me say some crazy guys say Bitcoin will go to 1 million. Then the governments, especially the French government, say no problem. Then we will tax you from now on. That means even you are in the market and your position is not closed, because after then, right, let's say you sell, for example, here, and then your profit is realized, right? Then the French government says, no, we want you to exactly tax now. You must pay tax now. And then guess what? Then suddenly something happens and Bitcoin price falls down. You have been in profit, falls down to 50 or 40 or 20K or whatever. And then you say to the Department of Finance, all right, I have no profits anymore. And then they tell you, yes, but at that time we made the law, you have been in profit. We don't care if you have been making losses now. Whatever happened, at that time we made the law to tax the profits of Bitcoin. You have been in profit and now you have to pay those fucking taxes. And if you don't, what do? They take you everything, literally everything what you have away, and you go to jail. And this will happen, I am 100% sure, in the countries, in all countries of Europe. This is the next step. And then in the last term administration of Donald Trump, you will face it that they say you need to pay taxes. For example, we have emergency or national urgency or world war or whatever. Trump is another political puppet. Do not believe those guys. You have been voting it. Okay, that's your fault. He's going and he will make business, good relationships with the Ayatollahs in Iran. He will make negotiations and good relationships to Putin. He will make good relationships to another dictator of North Korea. And the list is long, right? So, I have been also in the past a victim like you. I have been believing, trusting him, but I read very important documents and then I was awakened. I never again will Trump or people like Trump because they are the same. Okay, that's my political statement. Going back now to business. So then I published this post. All the major events of the last 72 hours, U.S. inflation risk rise on consumer strength impending tariff hikes. Trump proposed tariff increases would boost inflation by nearly 1%, Goldman Sachs estimates. Powell says a strong U.S. economy is letting the Fed be cautious about cutting interest rates. Fed officials see interest rate cuts ahead, but only gradually. Meeting minutes show. Chicago business barometer is below 40 in November. And guess what? Today the unemployment data. Now the unemployment rate increasing. And Powell said after his statement that he compares gold to is a competitor to Bitcoin. Here we have it again. First Powell, Bitcoin is used to a speculative asset. It's a competitor with gold, not dollar. So either, yes, of course it's a competitor with gold and the US dollar. Why? The US dollar have been, is, and will be always, also in 5,000 years, the institution of the United States and the big allies. The US dollar is not only money, what you think, $1 or $100 or something like that. You can buy a burger or a car or whatever fucking shit you want. The US dollar is an institution. All the markets you trade or you don't trade, but you see you could trade them, are in US dollar. Currencies, right? If the US dollar gets fever, the currencies will die. Other currencies will die because it's the power instrument of the Federal Reserve and it's the power instrument of the central banks around the world, because with US dollar, they can exactly track your next financial move. They can exactly monitor you. They can exactly control you. They can exactly decide when to intervene, when to sell massively, when to buy heavily, so that the market moves thousands of pips in seconds to destroy a lot of small fishes like you in the market. Guys, if you haven't understood the US dollar, Then research it for yourself, the real meaning of the US dollar. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, right? Now I say Bitcoin, but so properly it's not an asset, but okay for crypto guy. Oil, commodities, futures, everything human beings need to survive and for survival is paid in US dollar, right? Why have they already attacked Libya with Gaddafi, killed him? Because he wanted to establish an own currency. Why now Donald Trump is threatening all countries who use BRICS currencies with 100% tariffs, and also other countries? Why? Because they want to build a competitor to the US dollar and not to gold. Gold is limited, right? US dollar, you can have some, not own, right? I'm not saying that you can own the US dollar. I'm saying you can have it because it belongs to the central bank, to Fed. Yes, but you can, for example, change your currencies into US dollar and then receive some US dollars. And if they don't have enough dollars, what do? They print money, right? But they cannot print gold. Gold is a limited number, a limited resource on the planet, and they own it. If you own a piece of gold, then it's yours. But it's physically limited. It's very, very limited, right? People like you don't have too much gold. If you have maybe, some jewelries, but it's not 100% gold, right? Or maybe some gold waves or something like that, gold water, whatever. But it's not the physical gold what you own, right? But the elite, they have physical gold, and that's a limited resource. Not everybody can have it, right? And that's also the Fed wants to gain control of it, but they will not, they won't do. Why? Because Chinese government is buying since 12 years tons of gold. Yeah, the gold reserve of the Chinese is massive. You cannot name it, right? Russia, right? And a lot of other countries. So the real competitor of crypto or of Bitcoin is not gold. Is gold and is dollar, the US dollar, and now gold too. Because with this statement, you can be sure, and I assure you, I tell you 100%ly, it will happen that if gold price now, from now on, yeah, we have seen, for example, during the last month, if we had bad data, for example, the stock markets went down, then gold went down, silver went down, crypto went down, and now if the gold price goes up, silver price goes up, it would be enough that the crypto Bitcoin price massively goes down. So guys, before you say in the chat, oh no, Federal Reserve, Powell is on our side, and such, that bullshit, right? Think about it. The Federal Reserve chairman, if he is saying something, it means there is a very, very big dangerous trap for crypto guys in behind of that. From now on, you should be very scared. If you are Bitcoin religiously, you love Bitcoin. If you have Bitcoin, you should not be worried only about the US dollar. You should be worried now twice. You should be worried if the US dollar and gold, right? If it's okay, dollar is not moving too much, but fuck, gold is moving up, shit. And that's exactly what they wanted. Now they made, with your own help, they led you into a trap, and in this trap, gold is the second, not the only one, the second competitor for Bitcoin, right? So to me, Bitcoin still not alive. And you have been my predictions of the last months, many weeks, all came true. So here's the post. You can go on my page, you find it. 15th of October, I posted this one, that DAX 40 goes to 20,400. Guess what? The price is now 20,375, right? So, and I told you guys, stop day trading. Day trading will ruin. Here, go on my profile on my Instagram, right? So you find out this guy. A lot of people say, oh, he's the new messiah, but you know what? He's taking $214 billion now for debts to buy Bitcoin. And do you really think that the banks do not know that his company, Michael Saylor's company, owes nothing, only Bitcoin? He's not producing anything, and they're giving to him money. Yes, and if they know that, why are they giving them these debt loans? Ask yourself. There is only one answer. Because we are talking about Saylor and about his snowball business, but behind this criminal network are a lot of banks and bankers. So this guy is getting blackmailed by the elite behind him, right? So as they have been creating Bitcoin, he said, okay, we create Bitcoin. We need a lot of dumb people, almost youth, because they don't know nothing. They are very manipulative. We can manipulate it very good. How can we manipulate them? We manipulate them by the idea of independent, rich, wealthy, not only financially, also being free forever. Everybody loves to be free, right? Not being a slave, right? And what happened? A lot of dumb people said, Bitcoin is everything, Bitcoin is everything. And at the beginning, Michael Saylor and his friend had a very perfect plan, and the plan was to make Bitcoin attractive as it could be, that a lot of people put all their monies in it, then to drive the price of Bitcoin, because it's not under manipulation of the banks and federal banks, so that someday the Wall Street and also the banks say, oh, you know what, Bitcoin, a lot of people buying it, we can make also a good business, like the junk bonds, like garbage bonds, like zero bonds and bullshit bonds or whatever. And with Bitcoin, we can take them the money away and we sell this garbage back to them. And then exactly it's happening now for the first time, and that was the goal. Bitcoin has reached a certain price, and Powell and other elite say for the first time, right? So some weeks ago, they have been saying, oh, Bitcoin is shit. And now they say, oh, Bitcoin is competitor to gold. That means much more stupid people will buy Bitcoin at this price, and then before it crashes down. Why? Because they want you to lose everything, guys. Do not believe the influencers of YouTube. They are all paid by these morons. Not only him, right? Not only this guy. He is nothing. Here, this guy is zero, is nothing. He is only the face. He has got his money. He has made all the advertising or everything, and he exactly knows he has a lot of enemies, but he knows exactly if he says something against them, they will eliminate him. They will wipe him out. Not simple people, the people, the elite behind him. This guy, look at him, how scared his face is. Look at him, look at his eyes, look at his face, look how stressful he is. Normally, if Bitcoin at this price, right, he says he owns a lot of Bitcoins, he should be very happy, right? He should have a happy face, right? But look how many fears in his eyes. Look at his eyes. How much fear can you see here? And it's the fear because the pressure from the back, people who are in background is increasing. They say, we are not satisfied, make that Bitcoin goes to 200,000. And he says, I'm not able. How should I do that? So, okay, your life or Bitcoin to 200,000. A big mafia behind him, and there are blackmailing him, right? So he is on the blacklist. And the next point is they exactly know, right, if that he cannot pay back all the loans again, especially if Bitcoin crashes down. And we exactly know how bad the situation is, right? So I make it here in this post, in the next post, you see here. So when the majority retail traders think that shares and crypto would skyrocket, why can't they see the truth in front of their nose? If everything is good, why Russell 2000, Nasdaq is falling? Why is S&P 500 on the all-time high or making another all-time high this week, while 75% of the shares in S&P are selling off heavily? People sell the stocks. If the news are so good, even they expect that Fed will cut the rates, and they will do that, certainly. But the stock market should skyrocket, but it doesn't. Why? Ask yourself why. And why are you ignoring this fact? Because all the facts are in front of your nose, but you are too blind. You are so blind because you are so greedy, guys. You have just dollar signs in your eyes. You cannot see the truth. They are telling you, yes, cut raises, but they are talking in narratives, interest rate cuts, and they say interest rate cuts, but you don't listen to the end. You don't listen to the end that he says Fed officials see interest rate cuts ahead, but the most important crashing word, but only gradually. What does that mean, gradually? What the fuck does it mean? In my last video, going back again. In my last video here, Fed's delay said no urgency for interest rate cuts, right? I told you. And now here the statement of this guy. This is this video. Go watch it. I explained it to you. I do it one time. I don't care if you want to listen or not. It's your money. It's your financial freedom. It's about your own financial success or whatever ideals you have in your world, in your mind, right? I tell you the truth, but you must watch it yourself, right? I said it here, Fed, no urgency for interest rate cuts. Then I said it here in silver indicator. I said it also in this Ethereum gold silver analysis for December 2024 and January 2025. I said it here in copper indicator, this most secret trading indicator. I said it here many times, especially this video. I said it in this video, Bitcoin sell off to 54 to 70K, but I said exactly that today we will be at 104 in Bitcoin. And I said it also exactly here in this video, when we go to above 100, what will happen if we get about 100, but you know what, I do it again a last time. So we go now to the business to Bitcoin. All right, currently the market is 101. The next trade is coming from South Korea. South Korea now is making its military fit to fight against North Korea. And what happened? Bitcoin went up, then some diplomatic talks, Bitcoin went down to 92, right here. That means at 91,771, we have now the first minor support. Currently, if the market comes down below 97,992, Bitcoin comes down to 91,770, then it can go down to 84,200, then to 78,000 to 69,000. If they lose ground here, then we go below 50,000. So currently the next target this weekend, we will have very volatile weekend. So the next target is at 107,754, then 113,981. If they break it, the next level will be at 170,484, right? That's very psychological point, 117, 113, right? And if they can go it to 119 to 120,000, the next resistance will be at around 121,371. So if they conquer that, the next level we can go to 128,771 and then to 134,698. That means at this level you should expect, if not good news for Bitcoin, we will have massive profit taking that will bring back Bitcoin from 134,609 back down to 90,000, maybe also deeper. So we will have a similar move to crude oil in 2021, 2022, right? So if they pass successfully this level, then the next barrier will be at around, or obstacle will be at 143,000 and then 150,000. And if they conquer that, the next ultimate level is at 170,221. But it's far, far, far in future, very far in future. So now some say, yes, in December we will go to 120,000. Well, I don't see, it would be possible, but the probability is not too high. Why? Because if they do that, at this weekend, Bitcoin must go to 107, even to 113,000 at this weekend. If it does not, right, meaning the move, for example, on Sunday, Monday is all right, right? Because next week we have the Fed's interest rates decision and the market moves first before the news come out or get released. The market makes first the move and then the news come out. The market makes the move and then the news come out. And if Bitcoin making that move only in this range and then interest rate cuts, then Bitcoin will go slowly down. That means, and it's not so good because can you remember maybe this time? Here we had the all-time high, right? And what did Bitcoin do? It had the opportunity to get higher. It did not, right? So it did not. Instead, it tumbled down and then bad news came. And then for 11 months, do you want to wait another 11 months? Do you want again to have this structure here, such as this, like this? 11 months? But if this happens, I guess the market will go this way because the Trump administration is not so good as they have been promising you, right? There is a big beef with Federal Reserve. The inflation will heat up very, very, very massively. The economical outlooks and also the global economic outlook is not so good because Trump is putting tariffs on other countries and the other countries put tariffs on the United States. And instead, they trade with China. And that's exactly what Trump doesn't want, but he's not going to prevent that. He won't be able of that, right? Look around at your home, at your house. What types of products do you have? Are these products made in China or made in USA? Of course, the products, I would say 90% are made in China. Why? Because you can gain them cheaper. I never would buy any American product. Number one, it's very expensive. I never pay money for American products because the price and expectancy relationship is zero. Why should I pay something cheap, something expensive if I can have 10 or 20 times that product much more cheaper? Why should I? I never buy American products, right? Secondly, Trump says he wants to bring back all the companies' productivity, producing and whatever back to United States. That means it has not happened yet. He wants. What does that mean, he wants? That means it takes a lot of time. They need to plan it politically, economically, then marketing technically, and. They need resources for that. And they need to find out if they have gathered all those resources or not. And it takes a lot of time. The US government is not efficient enough like the Chinese government. The Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party says, do it. Tomorrow they do it. If they don't do, they go to jail. The USA is a heavy, robust industry. And you know, something what is robust is slow. It takes a lot of time. And to make it happen, they need oil. Trump says, we want to drill oil. drill oil. But to drill oil, you need oil too. To produce oil for machinery, everything, you need oil too. What does it mean? It means you need to buy not only to use your own oil, because United States has its own oil too, they need additionally to buy much more oil from other countries. Not necessarily Iran, but for example from Libya, from the Saudi Arabia and other oil producing countries. And guess what? The more oil they buy, not only United States, but also other nations, all of them. Japan, for example, needs 100% of its energy is import. Japan, South Korea, the Far Eastern countries are the biggest importers of oil. And they will and they have to pay that, and guess what now? In US dollar. That means they need to sell or to change their own country currency into US dollar, and that means they buy much more US dollar. They need this money to pay for oil, and that means the demand, the supply demand curve of the US dollar goes higher. That means US dollar gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And to back that US dollar, they need gold, and they have gold. So they say, you know what? All right. So we change gold with US dollar, but to this price. And that will affect the gold price, meaning gold price goes higher and higher and higher and higher. That means the inflation will go higher and higher and higher and higher. And when it happens, guess what? This market will go much more higher, right? You see here about what market we are talking about. Silver. Look at the silver prices. Here. Since 2020, right here, 2020, silver prices higher, there is no end. Volatility, but no end. And silver will go to beyond 40,000, and if passing it to 80,000 next. And what does that mean? What does that mean if silver prices go higher, guys? Can you tell me? You cannot tell me? Then go and watch. Important silver indicator is rising again, but inflation too, risk for crypto. Silver indicator video. And copper prices are going higher. Watch these two videos. I explained everything, guys. If you want to improve your trading, not only your trading, right? So watch this and you will understand why you should not blindly listen to this guy or this guy or his friends like this. They have a narrative, guys. They want to trap you. He says something positively, then his colleague says the opposite. Here, this one, Delhi, is also from Fed. She says no urgency for rate cuts, And he says, yeah, maybe rate cut. And the next one here, Goolsby, is also, right? So, where was it? Yeah, Fed's Goolsby. It makes sense to slow cuts as rate approaches the neutral rate. Listen, here, I have commented this for you. What does it mean? It means, right, again, Fed's Goolsby says it makes sense to slow cuts as rate approaches the neutral rate. Means interest rates will remain staying higher and there will be no reason to cut them because Trump's tariffs will cause much more inflation. I said it on November the 26th. Here, you can watch it here. November the 26th. I said it here. And exactly this is happening now. Here, this is happening now. I published this post 2 hours ago. This is exactly what's happening now, guys. So, it's up to you. You must educate yourself in financials. Trading does not mean only to buy, to click on buy or sell. So trading doesn't mean that somebody tells you, yes, you must buy here and then sell here and then sell here and then buy here and then buy here and then sell here. Guys, in internet, in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, there are a lot of influencers. They just want to sell their products to you. I told it, I said it thousands of times. If a trader has a good trading system that he makes millions of dollars, why does he need to sell that money machine? Would you do that? Really? You have a money machine in your room, in your bedroom or whatever. Every day you wake up, you go, you press the button, it gives you $1 million, and you want to sell that money machine. Are you serious? If a trader is so good, why is he every day on YouTube trying to pressure and to sell his trading products? And she says, my trading products, my indicators are the best. Come, I want to educate you. I am your teacher. I never wanted to go at school as I was a kid. I hated school. And I was so happy to get out of the school. I did it until the end. Also my university, everything I finished. But then I said to myself, finally, I never again will sit down on a bench listening to a son of the bitch who tells me he is my teacher because I have my own brain. I am my own teacher. So you should be also your own teacher, guys. Otherwise, have you ever found a product of me to sell it to you? And you see my predictions, 90%, 99% of my predictions are all right. I help some guys here on Instagram. I don't sell their products, but I help them to improve their tradings, not for money. So guys, you know better what's better for your life. I don't tell you anything. So the videos I do, it's my channel. I decide what I am to talk about. If you take, you see, okay, it's going to benefit you. All right, good. I am also not telling you necessarily to press the subscribe button so you can get informed soon, or to hit that notification bell because you want to be informed best prepared best if you're a trader next to get informed immediately as I publicly make some announcements or publish a new video. It's your choice, guys. It's your own free choice. I don't even care if only 1 people, here 96 people, here 1,000 people. Then I have another video, 4 million people have been watching this. I don't care about that. That's just some number of me, right? It means, all right, 96 people are interested to watch this, what I did. Maybe it can help them. If you don't want this information for you, okay, then gather the information somewhere else. Sooner or later you will see, shit, I needed to follow his advice, to watch this video carefully, to subscribe him, maybe to like, to share the videos, to support his channel, because his channel and what he says is helping me to improve as a trader, to be better as a trader for myself. But I didn't. That's my fault. Yeah, you know what? That's your free choice. I never tell you what to do because you are smart enough, guys. All right, then. So, but in Instagram, you can follow me. You can write me. Because here you see I have predicted everything, nearly everything, what happened until now. So around 2,000 posts since June this year. Yeah, all predictions of the market, guys. And stop day trading. Become a trend follower. But not the trend follower you have read in books. I will tell you the real trend following, how it works really. All right, guys? And here, say bye-bye to the master of disaster. Have a good day and have a nice weekend, guys.